Alrighty, so welcome to the Tuesday morning stream, as it is technically 12 in the morning. I'm your host, Prophet39. Today I'll be streaming a bunch of games, but we're starting off simply with a game that I was passively aware of, Hytale. So, yeah, we're starting off with this right now. This is my guy. And just right now I'm trying to figure out if I want to stick with this look or go with a different one right now. So many options. In either case, though, I'm trying to think of excuse me. Yeah, what the hell, just go with this for now. I don't got much of a choice anyway. Yeah, so, yeah, I got like a bunch of games right now, and I figured may as well just start somewhere. Yep. Give me a sec. I have no idea what I'm looking at right now. Give me a sec. Yep. Partial drop. Sure, that's fine. Let's just go with the default experience, because I don't know. Okay, yeah, so. Yeah, what has it been? Like almost a week since my last stream? Yeah, good amount of time. In either case, yeah. So, yeah, welcome to the Tuesday morning stream. I'm Joseph Part 39. I got a bunch of games to play, so let's just get started. So, a while ago I picked up Hytale, and along... What the hell? Yeah, and like, Jesus Christ. And I've heard about this game in passing, more or less because of how notorious it was as a contender to Minecraft. Although... It does... Yeah. Yep. Alright, but yeah, it does got that blocky aesthetic, that's for sure. Let's see. Yep. Ooh, look at that. Got a bunch of logs now, boys. Let's see here. Campfire, stick, and plant fiber. Alright. Your boy just punched the ever-living shit out of just like a shitload of stuff. So, you know. How do I get plant fiber now? Just pick up. Alright, well. Yeah, so this is right now my first impression of just, I guess, playing Hytale right now. That's really all I could say. It's certainly... Yeah, it's certainly interesting. I would prefer, honestly, a center. Actually, maybe not. Actually, maybe it's because I just have my FOV, like, stupidly high. Let's go for 110, boys. Let's go with that, yeah? Yeah, that's slightly better. Alright, here we go. We finally got some stuff. Alright, let's see here. Get a pick. And I need to get some... actually, I could do this right now, actually, can't I? Right, so this game is and was a contender for Minecraft back when Minecraft was, like, super popular. Although, nowadays... I'm trying to remember specifics, because, like, legitimately, there's, like, a few things that are to be said about this game. All of them of varying quantities of the fact that that the developers took their sweet-ass time delivering it. So that one is probably the most obvious answer right now. Oh, mantling. We got mantling, boys. Alright, what happens when we go into the depths? Interesting, okay. I've got a hatchet. What am I looking at right now? Ooh. Ooh, okay, okay. Oh, wow, already a few seconds in, already found a, valuable-ish mineral. Alright, well, this is already turning out to be an interesting run. Ugh, jeez. Apologies if I'm seeming a bit out of sorts right now. That's because I just got out of work like a few hours ago and I'm still waking up. In either case, though, I am still trying to make the best of my time right now and me streaming. Okay. Ooh, okay. Now that's... There's more? Holy shit. This is a deep-ass vein. Alright. Well, we got ourselves a considerable amount of resources, and already I'm liking this a bit better than Minecraft. More particularly just because of the sense that I can... This game feels like an actual adventure game so far, which, you know, I'm not gonna say it's like the absolute best. Although it definitely has a lot better of a first impression than Minecraft, because you start off in the middle of fuck off nowhere, and now we're just sort of in like a structure, and now we're exploring some ruins now. What the fuck is going on? I never really heard about this game until like late in my high school years when I was like a senior. And I really wasn't like in the know, so to speak. Alright, but yeah. Let's see if I could... Actually, what's the graphics of this game? Am I using all I can be? No, I am not. What is the point of me owning a game like this if I can't run it like hot slag? Give me the maximum, baby. Spare no expense. Alright, well, right now... Let's see, what is all these... Ooh. Well, already I'll tell you this much from my impression. Despite the blocky appearance, this doesn't feel like, you know, a full-on survival game, but like an actual, instead it feels like a adventure game with survival elements. I want to say it's kind of like if D&D was a, Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, sweet Jesus. He's curbing my ass. He's curbing my ass. Oh. Oh, God. Okay. Shit, okay. Oh, already I already got my ass kicked. Welcome to Hytale, baby. Alright, but, yeah, so far this game, if I were to best describe it right now, why does it feel like I'm playing D&D a little bit? Not just because of the fantasy aesthetic, but just because of the idea that you're pretty much just, like, slapped on your ass and just, like, said, hey, good luck. Go get the fuck out there now. You know, that type of thing, you know? You know, that's what it feels like a little bit. It just feels like you're now on a grand adventure of sorts, where you're pretty much trekking across the plains of whatever this place is called. Do I have a map? Oh shit, there is. Oh my god, there is an actual map. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, there's an actual map in this game, so you don't have to make it like you have to do in Minecraft. Already we're like 5 steps ahead. Alright, but yeah, no, this, like I said, this game is... At least you're hearing my unfiltered opinion right now, so I have not had legit time to actually play this game. So right now you're just hearing me untame, like I said. Ugh. God, I need something to pick me up a little bit, jeez. Got some raw meat. Excellent. And now that I've got... Oh, wow, okay, so my... Alright, yeah, no, that makes sense, I guess. I pretty much have the equivalent of a machete right now. A stone machete. Strike at the fox. What's this? Can I... What do we... Oh. I was gonna say, do I have to butcher the fox and just despawn? Okay. Actually, I'm curious. Do I? Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Defines how fly behaves. Run this baby at 60 frames per second. Why? Because that's as much as my actual computer can run. I only have 32 bits of RAM right now, so I can't run it. I can't run the fucking highest. Okay, yeah, that makes sense, actually. Oh, wow, though. Seriously, this game looks pretty good. Yeah, visually, of course, it looks fantastic. This game's been in development since the early 2010s right now, yeah. But, yeah. Let me see if I can now make a bed. Yay. I now have a bed. Can I place it down here? This is my respawn point. This is my bonfire. Alright, Golem. Dukes up. Round 2. Oh wow, there's a perfect parry system in this game? Jeez. Oh. Round 3, bitch. Let's do this. Oh boy. Honestly, who would have... Why is my character not blocking? Alright, who would have thought this game would have come out this year, though? It's been like, what, 10 years since the first... I wonder where this leads. Well, 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 what have we here? Some of the inhabitants are friendly. Will these berries kill me? No, okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so these are... Oh, wow, this is interesting. What's this? A memories feature. Void curses keep Orbis sealed, locked away, but there may be a way to break it. I've discovered the memory of a duck. Well, I suppose there's worse ways of having stuff, so... Where's the duck? Because I got fresh water, and that's it. Critter. Oh, I see. Work in progress. Yeah, so this game is currently in early access right now, to which there's gonna be a lot of stuff that's like locked away, I would bet. Still though, what is here presented on hand is pretty interesting, I'd say. Right now, currently, the core basic gameplay is definitely there, although I wonder how much stuff is meant to be here. I want to be a magic man. For too long, I've been playing the role of the Cro-Magnon. Now it's time for me to embrace my true destiny. To be the Magic Man. Magic Man. Magic. Is nothing in this place real? I can't pick up stuff here. What the fuck? No picking up things while you're in the Forgotten Temple, you. Anyway, I got this crude short bow, so... Guess I gotta make arrows or something to actually use it. Is there anything I can make? I mean, you'd think I'd be able to make a spear, you know? Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, hey. Look at that. Hey, do you mind here? I'm working. Ow. Alright, right now that jackass is fucking being a pain in my ass. So I'm gonna take my business elsewhere. Can I... Something tells me it's just gonna... Oh, hey, look at that. Alright, well, right now... Let's see here. Well, right now, the first-person... Alright, let's take a look at this. First-person animations look pretty decent, I mean... Look, the only other contender for a game of this aesthetic is Minecraft, and so far, this is... If you don't have the action and stuff pack in Minecraft, this is already a fucking step up from default Minecraft. That said, I'm not sure if there's gonna be like any more... This is pretty much stock sword shit, which is great and all, but, you know... Me, I like to be a bit more complicated, you know? I'm slowly dying here, but you won't stop me. Okay, let's see here. Builder's bench and a workbench. Let's see, what can I make? Crude sword, which I already have. Crude axe, crude daggers, and a mace. Is there nothing more I could actually make? Like, I don't know, a spear? That would be great, you know? A spear. Ooh. I guess not, though. Oh, hey. I can make a blacksmith's anvil, but I need to first make myself a furnace. We'll accept wood as a source of fuel. Oh, hey, it will. Nice. I'm trying to remember, I think coal is probably the best source of fuel, if I'm not mistaken. But they don't really... Oh, hey, charcoal. There we go. Alright, now I need to make... Gotta cut down some trees, to which... Yeah, look at that. Tree physics. We got tree physics before we got it in Minecraft. You're gonna hear that a lot, but for good reason, I would reckon, because for the most part, Minecraft is the only other game that has like all these survival stuff in a simplistic manner. Ah, what is this shit? I want a spear. An adamantine sword? Who gives a shit about swords? I want a fucking spear. I want to be a Cro-Magnon. Let me see. Is there any analogies to spears later on? Throwing spears exist, but not actual spears. Huh. Although stabs could probably work. They're sort of a spear, right, guys? I'm vying here right now. I'm itching. I need a spear. Unknown spear. It's probably a debug item. Let's see here. Staff. Is there any way I can make a staff? What can I do here? Because I want to use magic. Right now, the fucking wiki is using actual Wikia, which is dog shit. We need an actual wiki for this fucking thing. Why does this not look right? Because this feels like a mod, I think. Well, in that case, let's see here. Oh, I could create a crossbow now. Copper short bow or crude short bow. All these options are kind of shit no matter how you cut it, but hey. Alright, well, right now, let me think. I'm gonna need some resources if I want to at least get some level of gear going. Is this dirt or is this... Just pick up dirt? Oh no, it is actual stone, but it's rubble. That's why. So it must be like dirt path, pretty much. Okay, well, in that case, let me see. I need actual stone though. Create structures, salvagers. Surely if I dig deep enough, I'll be able to find a hole and just go in there. Alright, well, this is definitely an adventure we're undertaking now, isn't it? To which I should probably lay down my bed. Should probably build a structure around my house as well, or my impromptu home. Because right now, I'm the equivalent of a vagrant. Oh hey, it's a grizzly bear. I'm about to be assaulted. Lovely. Hey, is this... Oh my gosh, I'm about to get mauled by a grizzly bear. How lovely. What's wrong, pal? Don't you want my caped ass right now? You could pry it open like a tin can. I just love the fact that my character looks like the most derangedly made character you've ever seen. It's just great. Will marble work? Because technically it's a stone. I think it probably should. Maybe. Could be wrong though. Let's see. Oh hey, that'll work. Let's see, what useless garbage can I make? I can make a copper shield. Good enough for me. So my options are right now make an anvil, or, make a mace, a battle axe, daggers, or a sword. I want to use a spear, damn it. Spear has superior range, and because this is all fucking range right now, dude. It's not fun. Yeah, it's not really fun in the sense I have to get close quarters encounters with these pricks. Look at this. The realist combat in a game like this. Am I even doing any significant damage against this fucking thing? Oh, hey. I guess I was. I've forever changed the ecological situation of this world. Oh wow, this is just great though. Look at that. Look at that. You could just scale this shit. This is great. I love it, actually. This is unironically the greatest thing I've ever seen in a game like this. Which, to be frankly honest, is just Minecraft. I think Minecraft has something similar, but they're much more, like, whatever about it. For the most part, it just isn't as intuitive or as, well, refined like this, I guess you might say. Let's see, I could make food probably, right? Let me see, I need to make a tanner just to make leather armor, right? I would imagine I'd be able to make leather armor, but I would need to first discover the resource of leather. Otherwise, it might just be used for making grimoires or some crap like that. Any stone and light hide. Okay. I think there's already mods out for this game already, which is so hilarious to think about a little bit. Games in early access. First thing it does is fucking release mod tools. Actually, more games could probably benefit from something like that. Huh. Is there like a hunger survival system in this game? Or is it just straight out, like, as is, as were? And real quick, what do I need to do to upgrade this thing? I need 20 of... Wow, okay. I need 20 iron and 20... and 30 iron ingots and linen scrap. You are then assaulted in your sleep. Fucking Sarah Vox just says that. Alright, let's see here. Shears, hoes, scythes, or sickles rather. Alright. Essence of life. A planter and a pile of sticks. I have... What the fuck is essence of life? Oh, it's this thing I got. I can't wait to see all the Hytale speedrunners that slash manhunt slash insert popular trend with Minecraft adjacent to Hytale. It's gonna be great, you know? Can't wait to see that. It's just gonna be a whole hot mess and a kit and caboodle. These assholes shooting magic at me? Oh no, never mind. So when are we gonna see the Hightail Herobrine adjacent spawn soon, huh? When are we gonna hear stories of how it's the developer's late dead wife haunting the game, whose spirit is currently restless and is going to be, and instead of, like, you know, acting maliciously, she's just gonna cause minor inconveniences instead. When are we gonna see something like that, community? I want to know, so that way I get to hop on and just Wojak my way through it, if that's what the cool kids are saying. No, but seriously though. Wonder how long before something like that takes root and just begins freaking circulating around. Hell, I'm looking forward to when Jenny 2.0 comes for Hightail. Just see the most... Just see a character just curve the fuck out in a blocky-ass world. Let's see. Alright. Hey, I can make torches now. Let me see if we could... Hey, look at that. Alright. If I'm gonna go off the idea of Bizarro Minecraft, let's, I want to now theory craft, like, a few, like, what the opposite adjacent of our current predicament is. A little bit. For example, Dream is kinda-ish popular. I'm not sure how popular he is anymore now. But he sort of has, like, some sort of, like, place to it and all that, right? Can you tell I'm an old man yet, guys? Anyway. But yeah, like, what would the equivalent of that sort of be like a little bit at this rate? But yeah, what would the equivalent of it be like right now, I guess, is the better question. Because I'm thinking... You have Dream, we have Nightmare. You have, you have Cheap Pickle, we have Expensive Cucumber. You have Mr. Beast, you have Miss Lady. Wait, what? Wait, no, hold on, even better. Instead of Mr. Beast, you have Miss Beauty, yeah. Because Beauty and Beast. Instead of Steve, we have Stefano. Instead of Alex, we have Alexandra. Just totally wild, bizarro characters, effectively. It's so stupid to think about, but it's also the only thing keeping me going a little bit. Now, let me see, where's my... Here it is. Alright, well. Yeah. Damn, this game is... Let's see. Yeah, this game is pretty good, though. Let me see if I can... Boy. Should probably give myself, Like, basic shit at least. So right now I got like fuck all and stuff right now. I could use some actual defensive measure. Wonder what mods are out there right now. I want to take a look, but I'm currently on a bit of a timetable a little bit. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm a bit on a timetable a little bit on the current circumstance, so I don't have time to look at it. On stream, that is. That said, I can imagine there's already like a good chunk of like creative stuff that's now out there. Although to what extent it's being applied to is certainly left to discretion and question. Alright, time to harvest some stuff right now. I do like that there is a sort of, what's the best way to describe it, streamlined approach to crafting compared to Minecraft. That's not to say that Minecraft doesn't have a streamlined process, but I think in order for you to get into like certain vocations as well as like ideas, you need to like invest into getting those resources in the first place. So right now I can make like stone arrows right now, right? And it's going to be like okay if I invest into being a bowman sort of thing, you know? Getting copper wasn't too much of a hassle, because I know that in other instances, getting iron is a lot more harder. I imagine getting iron is probably like a bit more of a process. But yeah. Oh yeah, look at my guy now. Look at him, all kitted out and all that, you know? He looks like a genuine hero and all that. Wouldn't you trust this man to save your day for a hot second? I know I wouldn't. In any case, though, this game is really good in the sense of my first impression so far. The actual content is, so far, you know, I'm not deep neck in it right now, but I can imagine if I spend time to it, like actually, you know, stick to it a bit more, I'll be able to, is that a jackrabbit? I'd be able to probably squeeze out more stuff, like get into magic, it looks like, as well as like a bunch of other stuff. But as a first impression and first playthrough, or, you know, first hour experience goes, it's pretty engaging so far. It's less like Minecraft where you have to like be where you get to like know like all the new ins and outs and details and all that. Like for example, redstone engineering is like its own fucking thing. So far it seems like this game is more concerned with the adventure and you getting to the adventure in the first place, you know? Like that type of deal. Oh no. I can... Wait, can I fix this? How the hell do I fix this? Let me see. I don't know how I could possibly fix this. Oh, what's this? A repair kit. Oh, okay. That's useful to know later, but that's not useful now. So, okay, interesting. So instead of having, like, me having to get mending from off rip, I could just legit actually repair stuff if I have the resources. Okay, now that's also a step up. So now I don't need to get an enchanting table. I probably still want to because magic items are probably a thing that exists in this game. But if I'm gauging this correctly, all I need to do is just put in the legwork to get more resources before I can... But yeah, all I really need right now is just like a bunch of resources I could probably... Oh, hey, that's gold. Look at that. Gold in the river. We're gonna have a gold rush soon. But yeah. But yeah, so far it feels like you give... If you know where to look and, you know, you're just doing basic shit, you can actually go from point to point and just, you know, go off and having a bit of adventure, and that's it. There's probably more stuff attached to it if I put my mind to it, but for now... Give me a sec. Yeah, but for now, right now, because I'm so early on right now in the life cycle of this game, I'm currently, you know, not exactly experiencing the full kit and caboodle right now. I now have a sword, guys. Am I cool yet? Look at that. Copper warrior here, baby. I really wish for a spear. Just because spears are the king of weaponry. As the meme goes, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. I will create myself a campfire, and I will cook myself something, hopefully. Yes, I can now cook myself something, hopefully. Who needs charcoal when you just have good old-fashioned wood? My character took survival training, clearly. Yeah, so far it's pretty basic, some of this stuff, though. At least in terms of presentation, but right now... Out of, like, a bunch of other stuff, because I know for a fact, Minecraft may get, like, its dick sucked because of how it's got, like... It's got years upon years of, you know, mods, guys, but when you play straight vanilla Minecraft, it's just like... it's okay. It's nice. I know for a fact if you play Action and Stuff Pack, it's gonna up it by, like, a significant margin. So, already, that's gonna, you know, sort of dilute the pool a little bit. But yeah. I like Hytale so far. There's more stuff that I do want to try and maybe... Yeah, there's like some stuff I do want to try and maybe look into a bit more, because there's like some stuff that is like so outwardly, you know, what's the best way to describe it? So outwardly requires me to sink in a good amount of time that I don't think I could do it on a single stream reliably. Hell, even if I dedicate an entire playthrough to it, it's probably not gonna... I'm probably not gonna get the full extent of all the inner workings of this game. And so, yeah, that's the end for now for Hytale. I'll probably drop by when there's like a huge major patch, like for example, I don't know, like new starting set. You get to play as a wizard from the get-go and all that jazz. Probably somewhere along those lines in that thought process. Okay, let me see here. What other games do I have right now that I'm wanting to showcase more of? Because there's like a good chunk that I do want to... let's switch gears to... Let me see. This one's a bit of a foreign anomaly to me as well. I saw it somewhere. Give me a sec. Alright. Next up is Running with Rifles. I've never played this game before, but the second game of this is apparently going to be coming out soon. So, right now, okay. English, OpenGL. Let's see what OpenGL gives me, yeah? Yeah, it just showed like a bunch of options. This is Running with Rifles by Osomia Games. This is... New campaign, options, control configs, tweaks, qualities, and performances. Give me the highest possible, baby. What's the meaning of this if I can't run this on hot slag? Tweaks and hacks. Oh, okay. Just all voxels, okay. Let's see. Performance and indicators. Give me the max. Give me the max, alright? I don't want... Let's see. Alright, well, that's... Alright, vanilla, we have World War II, Man vs. World, 2-player versus Man vs. World, Man vs. Zombie, 2-man vs. Zombie, Pacific Theater, World War II. Alright. Guess we'll do this. Alrighty. Let's do this. I'm gonna be playing the green belts. Stabbing an enemy gives you much more XP than shooting him. Yes, you get to, much like Christopher Lee during Lord of the Rings, you get to... Do you know what it's like to stab a man? Because I do, and that's the experience you get away from it. You get to have that experience constantly. Anytime someone gets to say, hey, that's not how you stab someone, it's like, do you know how to stab someone? I do. Because when you stab a man, you drive the breath from him. So instead of going, ah, he goes, oh. Alright, what am I looking at here? Find friendlies, join them, attack them. Player can use when not moving, not too close to enemies, spawn next to them. Okay, well right now I'm totally lost on what's going on. What am I doing? Following the APC? What exactly? Oh, shit. Got a shotgun. Do I have any other guns on hand? No. All I got is the shotgun. Eat this, comrade. You can't escape being fucking roadkill, comrade. Alright, well, now I got myself an AK-47. Oh, I see. So this game's supposed to be combined arms tactics. I'm assuming. Yeah, so what it... Yeah, so it seems like this game is supposed to be combined arm tactics, sort of. Where you're going in and just doing all sorts of stuff. And the like. Let me see here. Dude, all I got is the AK, man. Dude, this fucking music's killing me. Dude, as much as I love hearing the fucking sound of jingoistic war cries, at the same time I can't help but fucking be a little annoyed as well. Oh shit, am I dead? Oh hey, it's someone else now. Yay! Oh, okay, I see how it is. This is legit combined arms tactics. Are you crashing into my car, you fuck? See. Is there any way I can... Is there any way I can repair my truck or something? Because it just took a fucking beating because Colonel Jackass right there fucked my car up. Soldiers, you mind? Unless you want to be roadkill. Quick, run, run, run. Watch as I thrust the life out of his eyes, and he thrust the life out of mine. Oh shit, my friend Paul Allen got killed. Damn it, those rat bastards, they took Luigi's pizza. Shit. Oh, they got me. Those rat commie bastards. They killed my friend. Morrison. Those cocksuckers. I'll get them if it's the last thing I do. And it's gonna be the last thing they do. They got me. They got me. They're about to break the line. They're about to break the line. So far, this game is actually also pretty good as well. The only thing I wish I'd know more of is just like, how the hell is anything working right now? They got me! They killed me! They broke through the line! We gotta take them down! It's just been like one dude in a single fucking battalion just rushing in and freaking going wild. Don't worry, buddy. We'll die together. Medic! Medic! They got me! The light! Alright, actually, let me see if I can gain ground real quick. If I can, I'll continue playing, but right now this is clearly going on to be not so much a stalemate and more or less a, yeah, it's not so much a stalemate and more or less a brutal slaughter. When I drive the I'm gonna drive the hell out of these brown belt fucks. Alright. Commanders give orders to attack. You're free to do whatever you want, though. So I could go renegade if I want. Top-down open world RPG elements. Oh, that's certainly interesting. I'm trying to see, does it have mods actually real quick? It does. What mods does it have, I wonder? What's the most subscribed mod to date? Girls Frontline, of course. Girls Frontline is one of the most subscribed to. And then you have Nirvana Phoenix. The Nirvana Phoenix Girls Frontline. Oh my god. Then we have Running in Fallout. Then we have Star Wars Warlord. Some of these mods are outdated as shit, though. Like, literally. They're just completely outdated. Alright, in either case, some more stuff to play on my off time, I guess. Maybe in due time I'll actually find it in myself to play this on stream again. But for now, I'm currently occupied with other stuff. And also just because Crimson Desert is coming out sometime soon as well. So, let's see here. What other... You know, I actually got a new PS5 controller. Well, I say new, it's new to me. Because I actually got it from my old man who has a PS5, and he had like a spare controller I could take from him, so... why not? Let's go with something a bit more comic booky, movie-y type thing, you know? Scott Pilgrim X. Right, so I've seen some people talk about this game and how it's not really fully combo or something like that. I don't know. It's really weird how to explain it, because half the time I'm pretty sure reviewers don't even know what the hell they're talking about. That said, I'll see for myself to see what this is all about. Oh god, vegans. Oh, well, the other two are okay. But the vegans? Oh. Someone has to do something. So we get a manic pixie girl and her boyfriend. Some Canadian with anger issues. To which that's almost all of them. Time to make the Geneva Convention seem like a suggestion. I'm trying to think, because I actually played the original Scott Pilgrim game that was released on Xbox. Alright. How do I play this game? Oh wow, not... Alright, whatever. I guess trial by fire. We'll do this on normal mode because I'm a normal person. Not so long ago. The year's 20... Toronto was in turmoil. But the band still had to practice. Sex Bob-omb's big show was hours away. They only wanted to focus on their music. No one could have ever predicted what came next. So, it was you again. Metal Scott. Metal Scott? We need your help. Yep. So let's see here. We have Scott, we have Matthew Patel, Lucas Lee, Gideon Graves, Roxy Richter, and the robot from the Kamagi twins or whatever the hell. And we have Ramona Flowers herself. So we play as Scott because he's the jack of the trade, so to speak. Here we go. Yep. Metal Scott. Follow after him. Let's see. So I'm trying to remember. This game technically takes place, I think, after the TV show and maybe the comics? Although I could be wrong. Hey guys, welcome to Secret Robot Lab. Wallace, what are you doing here? What is this place? I'm Virtual Wallace. Real Wallace is very busy right now, but I can run the tutorial program if you need it. Great. If you complete the exercises, I'll give you a virtual cookie, okay? Right. Oh, I see. Just grab that guy by his skin. Time to commit assault. Yeah, hear my terrible music. Tech a tech down. Okay. You're looking for Metal Scott. He went to the right. Look at Scott's stride, though. Oh wow, I could spend money already. Robots love it. Safe for humans, too. Auto guard. Call assist. Sure, why not? Get the radio. And while I'm at it, why not get this as well? Sure. Let's see. Assist. Okay, so we got more. So we got more stuff. Okay. So we got Gideon the cat. We have Demon Hipster Chicks. Julie Powers. I'm trying to remember who she is. No, it's not. No, not her. I think it's the. Oh man, I think it's the girl that's the. Shoot. It's the one from fucking Parks and Rec. That's what I'm thinking right now. I think that might be her. Unless. No. It's not. No, it's not Scott's sister. It's the barista that insults him when he asks for the coffee. Or the Katayanagi twins. Lucas's stunt team. And we got Todd Ingram. You know, let's get the Demon Hipster Chicks, I guess. See if they're... I got the smart radio now. Okay. What's this? Looks like the next scene is about to start. Ready for action? Sure, I guess. What's going on? Bring my friends back, Metal Scott. I thought you were cool. Defeat the robots. Oh, motherfucker! Alright, so right now it's so far a standard, you know, it's your standard side-scroller affair right now, it seems like. Nothing too complicated. Yeah, it's nothing too complicated right now, which... Yeah, it's nothing too complicated right now. It's right now just pretty... Yeah, no, it's honestly fine. He's Scott, but metal. Oh god, he's got all the Sonic moves. Oh, motherfucker! Let me headbutt you back, motherfucker! Oh, sweet Jesus! My head. He's left behind some fucking chicken in armor. Yeah, this is totally a win, Scott. Okay. Alright, well, I'm currently lost. Guess I go back. Oh, looks like Metal Scott scattered the band members and gear all over the city. Tough luck. Metal Scott can wait to find our gear and rescue my bandmates so we could play the big show tonight. I would actually put more emphasis on trying to, like, emulate Michael Cera's voice as Scott, but I don't think I can. Mostly because I gotta listen to his voice a bit more, and I'm pretty sure my voice is deeper. I'm not looking at, like, super bad Michael Cera, of course, but, you know, like, actual, like, if I'm not mistaken, he was the one that actually did voice Scott in the show as well. Yo, not tubular, dude. Oh, he assaulted me. Checking the local ice age for some Inspecto. Back in a jiff, the ice guys. No running on the beach. I just love our new jobs as lifeguards. So glad G-Corp moved the beach to our neighborhood. Yeah, they even added a portal to the Ice Age too. Too bad it's froze over. Hey, this area's the beach vegan's turf. Come on, let's teach these meatheads a lesson. Ugh, asshole! I got the power of self-respect, you prick. What's your excuse? So far, the combat is pretty good, if I'm being honest. I don't see why... I mean, it's a side-scrolling beat-em-up, to which it's not going to be the most complicated thing in the world, if I'm being honest. You're stronger than a beach vegan? That's scary stuff. Hey, beach vegan, what'd I tell you? No shenanigans. I'm watching you, beach vegans. Yeah, that means you, George. That black eye still isn't melting. Look how angry the sun's getting. I'm sure G-Corp will fix it. They'll probably explode it using their Panzer G-bomb tech. Find a bomb. Yeah, that's totally something I want to hear in a Scott Pilgrim game. I heard some big hammers are make best weapons when you need to push. I wonder if Ramona's hammer finisher works the same way. Wallace? Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? I guess no one's home. What's in here? Oh, I get to reselect my character. Okay. Yeah, for now, let's just stick with... You know what? Actually, I'll switch gears over to someone else soon enough. Oh, it's so funny. Need a guitar and some music. Demona. Oh, these are supposed to be fucking demon Ramonas. Let's see what's in here. Welcome to Tricky's. Come and sit down. Come in or get lost. Wallace plushie. Oh, these like coins worth plus 5 cents. Sure, I'll take the fridge magnet. My goodness, we're just exploring Toronto at this point. Body armor. This will keep you alive longer. Lawless leather. Is that Scott's sister? Some shops sell snacks to go. Look for a potion icon by their name. You'll automatically consume their snacks when you run out of HP. Oh, I think that's actual Lucas Lee. Vegan cola, just like the real thing. No, thank you. I don't like the real... I want the real thing, but unfortunately, I have to respect your boundaries and all that, you know? God forbid I wanna... God forbid, you know, there's something for myself. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, I work here. It's called a job, dork. Not everyone can make a living picking up coins from the guys they beat up. Hey, that's not... I'm not... Wait a sec. We're stealing that G-Corp bomb dispenser. You ain't gonna stop us. Down with Big Meat. Screw you, vegans. I need the bomb to make burgers. I can't lose this job. I think that was like the most acting that the character does or the actress does, because I think some of the other stuff she does is like more low tone and monotoned, although that's not for lack of trying. Hey, you gonna help me or not? Shit. Fucking Scotty boy here is just fucking going around headbutting people. He's probably the most aggressive Canadian to fucking so far exist in media. Because every time you think Canadian, you always think maple syrup, friendly neighbor. But in reality, they're more like Scott. Fucking violent headbutting assholes. Wow, you saved my job. I'm so fucking thankful. Now stop bothering me. Why does she need it? So, can I just take one of these bombs? You don't mind if I come in after you. Welcome to Burger Fort, Lord of the Burgers. How the fuck do we get +1 agility from eating sliders? What's this? Yeah, don't mind me, guys. Oh god. Something happened. Don't mind me, just a Canadian with a bomb. Must be more common up north than I thought. And then again, how close are we to Montreal? Excuse me, but I gotta deliver this bomb. Look at that, the fucking sun is trying to shit himself. While the bombs are allowed on the beach, T-Corp strictly forbids explosives of all kind. This is your final warning. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my god. Seriously? Very first cup? What? Is that knives? Did we just travel back in time or some shit? Please tell me it's just a combat challenge. Defeat the vegans. Oh, man! Oh! Stay down, Georgie Porgy. Motherfucker. Grabby Grace. I'll show you Grabby Grace. She's a grappler, alright. She's got the grappler traits and all that. So I'm legit trying to piece together, like, what the fuck happened and what could have happened to have allowed this world to fall apart to such dire straits, you know? Like, seriously, did the Scott Pilgrim comics get rebooted or something that caused this, like, this fucking haphazard insanity going on in Toronto or something? That's what I want to figure out a little bit. Oh, sweet Jesus. What's this now? Sarah Todd. That's Prehistoric Cat Girl. That's my base. Who would have thought a Tyrannosaurus would have just been vegan this entire time? Is there any way I could use items? We'll play some CRT TV, dudes. Let's see, grab opponent, call assist, drop heart coin. Sure, why not? Call the assist. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, alright. Serves as a second life. Alright. How many times can I call upon the demon tipster chicks? Dude just called upon the fucking end times for his own kind just to get at me. Oh no, I'm down. Is that legal to use? Did they? Oh, they took 10 cents away from me, the fucking assholes. Alright, time to do a little bit of grinding. Time to do the one thing I know that I'm known good for. Assaulting other Canadians. Feel the wrath of the most angriest Canadian of them all. Scott Pilgrim. So if I'm not mistaken, this is supposed to take after maybe the cartoon? Or the anime, whichever you want to call it, right? The Netflix special and the like, because a lot of the things that happen in this... A lot of things that are in this game are probably direct correlation to that of yeah, are in direct correlation to that of what actually happened in the anime slash Netflix stuff, I imagine. Although not entirely, I'd say. But yeah, not entirely, I would say, because as far as I'm aware, there wasn't like a whole freaking invasion of vegans, demon chicks, and robots going on, you know? It was just more or less normal Toronto. And the only eccentric person that was there was friggin', was Ramona and the robot that was, like, there on occasion. Oh, hey, it's Envy Adams. Or it's Brie Larson's character. Sometimes when I'm tired, I'll stand on a friend's head and let them carry me around. You should try sometimes. It's heavenly. What's this? Thinking of a clan makeover? Baddies United. Oh wow. Oh, so that's where you can unlock more color palettes. I wonder if we're going to see Edgar Wright somewhere here. Probably not. I mean, he did work on, like, the movie. I'm pretty sure. Ah, vandalism, my favorite. Morningstar, 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 Morningstar. Is that mustard? Or is that cheese? Kung Fu Master. Hot dogs, get your hot dogs here. Oh, look at that. That's a hot dog with a hot dog and a hot dog in his hand. Chili dog. Gotta go fast. So, I have no idea what I'm doing, to be honest. I'm utterly fucking lost. There we go. Okay, so right now I know I'm like upping stats and all that. Yo, the human world is cool! I'm drunk! Ah, yes, vandalism, my favorite. Corn pup. Step right up. Break barrels, win prizes. You ready, kids? Sure. 20 barrels to smash. Failure! You suck. Oh no, you failed. Alright, oh, so it's like that, is it? It's gotta be fucking precise or not at all. Yeah, there we go. All 20. Event complete. Success! Thank you for playing. Alright, what garbage do I get? I got willpower +2. I don't know what that means. Someone call the police for assault, but not on me. Look at that, grabby Gracie, you got a concussion. That's what happens when you get too grabby. What's this? Oh. For some reason, I'm actually getting a Shovel Knight idea right now instead of like a full-on brawler beat 'em up type of thing, you know? That's what I'm sort of thinking about right now. Yeah, so this is Stefan Still's house. But yeah. Yeah, it reminds me a lot more of just... Yeah, it reminds me a lot more of just instead of, Is this Ramona's house or something? Or is this my house as Scott? But yeah. The way that the progression works, it seems sort of like how you would wanna... How it's sort of like in Shovel Knight instead over, let's say, like, Streets of Rage or something. Because you got like all these other like RPG elements that are attached to the game and all that. Seriously, who are these characters? I'm trying to think off the top of my head. 'Cause some of these characters are really new. Maybe they're just meant for just like one-off, you're not meant to think about it, but still. Time to beat up that guy from friggin' Friday Night Fucking. What, you think I'm bullshitting? That's what the game really is all about. It's about you trying to get lucky tonight. Forget the rhythm. If you're gonna beat something, you're gonna be beating meat. Motherfucker. Get over here. I got this yo-yo here. Just all that wind up for like the most wimpiest freaking yo-yo attack. Yeah, I was fucking bullshitting when I said the wimpiest yo-yo attack, but fuck, 4 points of damage, that's it? Is there just happen to be like some food I could steal from here? Oh hey, money that I robbed from some poor vegan guy. Nice. Time to cause a domestic situation right now. Scott knows no bounds. These hands are rated E for everyone. Alrighty. so right now all I'm doing is just fucking grinding my ass off. Let's see here. Huevos rancheros. Sure, why not? I got +2 vitality, and I don't know what that means. Okay. This is the Greater Toronto area. And I can't go anywhere right now because I need to unlock more of the stuff. I'm a little sort of, well, I'm not sure disappointed is the right word to describe it, but I feel like it's sort of a missed opportunity to have the party members also act as a sort of extra sort of assist system, you know? Maybe not so much like Marvel Cosmic Invasion sort of assist, where it becomes like the entire thing. But at the very least, had them at the very least sort of help out a bit. Or just like grab onto your skin, Gorgy Porgy. Mammoth Sando. Jesus fuck, what was in that thing? Must be Kim's friggin' ancestor or something. Fight the vegans. I just love how dopey Scott looks for like a hot second. He's just like, what? Oh god, that hit me! I better take this away. It's too dangerous. Hey you, stop running on the ice. Proceeds to fucking bludgeon him with a skateboard. Oh, you think you're vegan? You're better than me. I just clocked some poor bastard out. I'm living an alternative lifestyle, man. What are you doing? Well, clearly I'm breaking every single act in the Geneva Convention and adding a few more. Reversal! Dude, don't. Dude was about to friggin' kamikaze his ass off. I just realized that the Pepper's got the Matthew Patel freaking dance thing. Oh no, freaking whatever, I'm tapped out. Alright, I'm calling it for here for the time being, though. So, Scott Pilgrim EX. Also not a bad game. I remember seeing, I saw some reviews of it earlier. I knew I'd probably like the game already as is, but I figured I took a look at a review. I think one review said that they found it disappointing of the lack of combos, I think. I mean, I get that. Yeah, I could totally see that, to be frankly honest. Given the fact that it is a, side-scrolling beat-em-up. But at the same time, I don't think even the most elaborate of side-scrolling beat-em-ups have the most elaborate of moves as well. Because this feels like, sort of like Shovel Knight meets side-scrolling beat-em-up. The only thing that has the analogy of that is just because you can explore the region, as well as just like have like a bunch of other stuff attached to you as well. So that's really where the analogy fits in most. And yeah, give me a sec. And so yeah, that's pretty much the general gist of it right there. Alrighty, so let's see here. I got time for maybe 1 to 2 more stuff. Let me see. What's something that I think would fit well in a nice, short... I think no, Cargo Hunter just recently went through a wipe, I think. So... Give me a sec. What's this? Ooh, what's this? Alright, so this is a game that I actually picked up and had my eye on for some time. I think I've talked about how I want to get, give me a sec. I think I talked about in passing how I want to get into Helldivers, but because it's owned by Sony and because it's a live service game, I'm liable and likely not to get it. Yeah, so I did not get Helldivers. As much as I love to build up to that idea, in fact, no, I did not get Helldivers. Much to, I'm sure, some people's chagrin. But I did get something that's sort of like it in a way, although not in totality. I got a game called Nights Within, not to be confused with Knight's Path. Alright, so in the simplest terms to describe it, Nights Within is a third-person game where you play as a knight that gets sent into the fray of combat and is to dispatch and dispose of a bunch of grimdark creatures of the night. That's the most superfluous, simplest way I could describe it, to be frankly honest. I actually played this for like a short while, and I enjoyed it. I played the demo first, of course, because this game actually does have a demo, but I played the demo first. I found it to be pretty decent all around. I do have a few criticisms, mostly in the form of the graphics, as well as even the models and all that, just being used in general design, but given the fact that this game is made by one guy, I could let it slide. But I do hope maybe at some point, maybe an improvement of the assets. Oh, alright. Alright, Operation... Before it was called the Crusade. Alright, I'm just gonna start simple and I'm playing offline. So Night Within, as you clearly see, is about you playing a knight and you have a gun. And this idea is that you're going on patrols and crusades across this war-torn, hell-riddled land The best way to describe it is like, what was it, like Hellbound? It was like that one London game where it's got like a bunch of demons coming out. It's kind of like that a little bit, except this is like during the days of like Avalon or some shit. Yeah, so in this case, yeah. So this is where the Helldiver stuff comes in, where you're like sent into a hot zone and sent to fight off like a bunch of enemies. In this case though, imagine if all the enemies were the automatons from Cyberstan, and you effectively got yourself this game. Don't worry, I got myself a sword. I'm prepared myself. This game is running on Unreal Engine, I think. I'm pretty sure it's running on Unreal Engine. And right now, of course, it's currently got that, like... It's currently got the... What was it? Yeah, so currently it's got the, same filter from Mortal Sin going on. Where it's got like heavy like contrast and all that. But outside of that, I mean, so far it's standard fare. Like I said, this is if... Remember what I said, this is like if... The only thing the Helldivers faced off against were the frickin' cyborgs of Cyberstan. Right now I got the objective to fight and kill a Fallen, whatever that means. Some sort of high-rank officer, some shista. Fallen incoming.
I am eternal.
Hmm? Percival. Oh boy. Fall, Percival. Fall, Percival. Fall. Lay to rest your soul eternal more.
Join us in death.
Oh, joy. There's probably a joke to be had there about Crusaders falling and all that jazz. There is one thing I am, now that I'm looking at this right now, because I feel like when it comes to the skybox and the fog, there are two different intervals right now. Feel the wrath of God, Deus Vult. Deus Vult, infidel. Let's see here. I need to get new guns in this game right now. I'm trying to think of like actual... Yeah, I'm trying to think of like actual improvements that can be made to the game, because right now, graphically, that's all I can really think of off the top of my head in terms of like... Yeah, that's really all I can think of off the top of my head right now, is that this game graphically is sort of like, not so much scuffed, but sort of... I wonder what the game would look like without this, like, really heavy, like, filter of, I'm not even sure how you describe it, to be honest. Yeah, what would it look like without this filter? It probably wouldn't be as good looking, I will admit. Or it probably wouldn't look as good, because this is currently, like, really... sort of, like, held up by crutch a little bit, sort of thing. Next stage you must endure. Kinda also wish the movement was a bit more... Well... trying to find the best way to describe it, because I sometimes usually see like other games use like ASL as their basis, and so I'm kind of sort of used to like ASL sort of being like that sort of standard a little bit, more particularly with the ability to like turn and have your character do all sorts of stuff. The crusade marches on, monsters. You will not stop me. Carve. Let me see. An endless endeavor. Stage 1 complete. To the next stage. So there's actually like a bunch of cosmetics you could actually unlock, but they're not as good looking as the concept art here, to which I want to say it's AI generated, but I can tell at the very least where like silhouettes are. Like where fingers would normally be fingers, because currently it's all like painted on, for lack of a better word, I guess, with the way it looks. But yeah, it's like painted on by the looks of it, with the art, with the concept art being the way it is. And so in that sense, I know for a fact it's not AI generated in that way, in terms of art. Because I could actually tell where the finger is supposed to be and like what the silhouette is supposed to be, instead of like a total jumbled mess. So far I'm kind of... it's growing on me a bit more now that I'm now committing more time to it. But still, there's like some things I can't help but think of a little bit. Yeah, there's just some things in the back of my head that I can't like let go of a little bit. Yeah, it's a good thing I got the objective healing me right now, because that's the only way I'm sustaining. Feel the wrath of Deus in Volte. Let me see. Improve health regen, sure. Right now it seems like the way... I have no idea like what damage is supposed to be going on right now. Because right now consistently I'm just curbing my way through. I really need to get a better gun than this, because I got a carbine. But I got no cash. Oh boy. I'm running low. I could do more stuff, but I'm just gonna continue to the next phase, because right now these assholes are freaking whatevering me. Currently wanting to bite my juicy ass. Gotta love this wonderful sound whispering in my ear. Truly, it is the most wonderful thing I've ever heard. Alright, let's get to butchering, shall we? Butcher, butcher, butcher. Cut, carve, cut. Alright. Trying to think. So let's talk about the... No, actually, I'm not sure if I want to talk about it right now. Not in the sense that this is the... I don't want to talk about it, but in the sense of, like, is this the right game that I want to do it over? Yeah, actually, maybe. Yeah, still a bit heavy. Oh. Indecision Labs, the developer, says, hey, thanks for trying the game. Yeah. No problem. I actually got the game as well. So right now I'm starting out. I think this might be the last. I'm doing what was once known as Crusade, now known as Operation now. So, yeah. Fire's the best for me. Aiming's for chumps. Oh crap. Okay, destroy. Well, that's rather simplistic. Well, considering the circumstances I'm in, I'd rather take the simplistic objective, I suppose. Damn, I just thought about Harry Potter just now and just how a lot of these enemies are what's the spell they use? They call it in the books and movies? The apparate or something like that? Let's see. But yeah, it's sort of... all the enemies are just like appearing before me. Ready before my sword. Is there something in that chest? Oh, look at that. Look at that. What is this? Path to the Temperate. Oh, butcher, butcher, butcher. keep carving until nothing or something remains. I don't know, at this point I'm just speaking out my ass. Oh crap. This is where it starts getting bullshitty a little bit. Gotta love them ranged combatants. Let's see here. Overcharge regenerates passively now. On top of my stamina expenditure? Oh, that's just fantastic. I wonder if I can get more now. Add bleed to attacks. I've now increased my physical damage now. Feels like I'm playing Killing Floor a little bit now that I think about it, although I'm trying to think if it was either the mod or the first standalone a bit. I've been hit! Fuck! Damn. Alright, swap the mag and begin download. Keeps going and going. On the upside, I'm healing. Downside is, this is now a uphill battle of attrition. Shoulder bash. Grief all night. Just keep coming and coming. The end has to be somewhere nigh. O heavenly Lord, thou art above. Where art thou in my time of great need? Let's see. Chance to deal area damage. 4, why not? And right across there it is. I'm trying to think, like, what the process of all these comes down to a little bit. I'm trying to think of, like, how these planes are generated, as well as, like, the placement of it a little bit. I don't know, like, full-on tech or code, but I'm trying to think of, like, thought processes behind it. There's with logic in mind as well. Primary objective. This was a crusade for one man. Much like Jerusalem in the times of the crusade, I found my Jerusalem in something else. There's a joke in there, I'm sure. I just don't know it off the top of my head and tip of my tongue. Did this game come out 2 years ago, I think? According to the Steam page? Not bad, all things considered, still, for 2 years. Good chunk of it does feel decently good. Some jank, but, you know, jank never hurts anybody unless it becomes overwhelmingly and overabundantly powerful and all that. I'm thinking of a few other games, but it would feel disingenuous to bring them up here. I'm trying to think what these wisps sounds like, because part of me kind of wants to think of like, part of me wants to see if these guys could just have like a normal like routine of sorts. We gotta fight Merlin. Are you fucking kidding me? We gotta fight Merlin? We gotta fight the hand to King Arthur? I guess this is the lore now. We were fighting Percival before. I think I fought Lancelot before as well. We're fighting Knights of the Round Table. But in this case, we're also fighting the Wizard too. Oh, sweet Jesus. He's rended through my defenses. Merlin's just got all sorts of like bullshit AoE moves. I didn't realize I was playing FGO. Oh no. I need health support now. Give me the health support, damn it. God, I'm gonna need some more stronger weapons if I'm gonna fight fucking Merlin of the Round Table. I can't extract, I'm screwed. Where's my extraction point, dang it? There is no extraction point. You either die in the crusade or somehow beat Merlin, I guess. Eat carbine rounds, Merlin. You saggy old fuck. Oh god. You have fell to Merlin. Well, there's worse ways to go out, I guess. Alrighty. Not bad, all things considered, though. I'm now a slightly higher class Vanguard, guys. Am I cool yet? Revenge Legend. And I got all sorts of stuff. Nice. Kill 500 enemies. Did I not just kill 500 enemies before? Well, you see, those don't count because we gotta, you know, count them now. It's like, oh, gee, thanks. Let's see here. Immune to damage and stun for 5 seconds. I might switch to Templar, to be honest. Although maybe... For now, just go with Templar. I took the machine. I don't know what that means, but it's there. Sword and shield. Oh, excellent. Now I got a sword and shield. Let's see, I can also get like a few other stuff, it looks like. A javelin, a hammer. Have I just been going around half-cocked this entire time? I just never got around to actually getting the stuff. Jeez. It's a wonder I didn't get my ass kicked so soon. Just yet. Oh, look at that. A drum. I think that's just an M4 with like sci-fi bits and a drum mag. That's alright, whatever. It's whatever. It's fine. Ooh, okay. This is interesting. You just... Got the longsword, the claymore, the Zweihanda, the S-stock, mason shield, axe, sword and shield. Alright, for now I think I'm just gonna stick with the sword and shield because, well, at this rate it's just becoming a fucking meme. I would love to have a spear, but unfortunately, you know, spears are apparently one of those things that, you know, don't never get used. Ooh, now that's nice. Alright. Alright. I do like the movement of this. Yeah, I do like the movement, as in the sense of like the way the character's actually moving. So that's nice. I kind of expected this thing to shoot a little faster, but maybe I can augment it or something. Real quick. Curious. There's like a bunch of stuff that I can unlock. I can have gunmetal, gold. Let's see, there's like all sorts of colors here, man. It's actually pretty cool. Let's see, metal accents. If I go with gold. I'm not sure I really like Onyx that much, because I actually, maybe it's because I'm tainted by the idea that with Dragon Age Inquisition, the way they had Onyx was like, it had like, it was definitely black, but it was also like sort of like disgusting hue of black or something. I don't know, it's hard to describe. If only I could actually like turn my character around. Turn around. I'm not sure I like the champion armor. This is just my personal opinion. Just because it looks... well, I'm not sure. What's the default? What's the normal helmet? Because I know that it's likely that this armor and a good chunk of the models are probably from a model pack, which I'm not gonna bang on. But I am curious as like what it normally looks like. Path of the Marauder. Path of the Temperate. Okay. Alright. How much time do I got left? Because right now I got like... I definitely got like a good chunk of... Well, not so much a good chunk. You know, this might be the last game of the stream actually. So, let's see if I can get 500 on a patrol. Let's see here. I probably can't get a 500 on a patrol, but still worth a shot. I want to test out my new kit as well. See if I get XP for it. Let's see if I could try and stream later again today, because technically I wanted to stream yesterday, but came on late to the point that it was like Tuesday morning. So yeah. Alright, back on the field. Let's see what we got. 4 objectives. An emitter's been used for abilities. Right. Trying to piece together where I've seen this animation before, because while my character from the legs down is like moving fast, or he's like running, I think I've seen this hunched over animation before somewhere else. Although it's not, it's like one of those like general stuff. I just find it hilarious though, a little bit to me, that the character is just moving like hunched down and you're just like, oh man. Oh boy, look at this though. Gun, gun, gun. Feel the wrath of my machine gun that carries 40 rounds. Just like 5 bullets more than I normally do. Are these guys like calling for mercy? Or what? This just becomes like... This reminds me of like, sort of like the Samurai Warrior games from Koei Tecmo a little bit at this rate, with the way that it's going. There's like, face like groups and groups of enemies on ad infinitum. Let's see here. Dodging moves time off status effects. Rumble, 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 rumble. Don't mind me, I just fired off the freaking cannon of God from my right arm. Don't worry how that happened. Yep. Alright, yeah, sustaining alright. Let's see here. Chance to shock someone just by standing near them when attacking. Alright. So now I effectively deal AoE passively at a random interval of chance. Sounds like the rest of my life. What's this? I found a relic, guys. Am I cool yet? Oh, it's the coins that I usually get if I level up and finish a raid / patrol / crusade / operation. Scanning. I have no idea what my kill count is at this point, but I'm pretty sure at the very least it's somewhere in the low 90s. Let's see. Improve melee damage. Every time there's a gun in a game that has a sword in it, somehow I always devolve to just... Somehow I always devolve just using the sword. Because I know for a fact I'm liable to get close in quarters with them. And using a gun against enemies that don't have guns is sort of a redundant and moot point for myself, at least. In fact, that's actually what happens whenever I play Warframe half the time. Anytime I play Warframe, it just devolves into me just going down to the guys and just cutting them up. What's this? I can pick up this new item, guys, but I don't know what it... Oh, shit. Oh, no. I think I found a bug. Stay within the zone and keep the enemies out. Come on, come on. Clean out, clean out. Oh my goodness. Somehow cleaned out. I lost 10 coins. And all I got in exchange was the fact that the enemies can now regenerate their health. Great. I lost 10 shillings. Let's see if I could take on the Fallen right now. Who's the Fallen I'm gonna face now? Because it's probably gonna be some name like Gawain or Lancelot. Oh, it's Percival again. Man, what the hell did Percival do to the guy that made this game? Your crime is existence. Well, to be fair, I think Lancelot's probably more giving up the beating, if anything. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh no. Felled. Killed.
Join us in death.
You are fallen. Alrighty. You know what? Nah, I think I got a bit more time now that I think about it. Maybe not that much time, but still good enough amount of time that I think maybe a good 30 minutes won't hurt. Yeah, why not? Oh, hold on. Alright, yeah. Do I want to end on something simple, or do I want to end on something a bit more complicated? Yeah, simple enough. You know, that half hour might go on for an hour, actually. So, for the last... Right, so for the last one, it's a game that I didn't really get recently. It's just a game that, I just on again, off again, freaking just fall back to and all that. So right now, I'm currently just reviewing some of the stuff that I got. Alright, let's make a quick photo then. Because why not? I'm going to wait for my game to load up, and I'm going to use the bathroom before then. So I'll be back shortly. Alrighty, I'm back. Actually, real quick, I should probably check my add-ons just in case. Alright, what do I have to work with right now? What am I thinking? Alright, I think I got a vague enough idea on what I want to try and do. That said... Alrighty. So I'm trying to think off the top of my head, what is it that I could possibly make with some photos? Because I now want to do like a little bit of talking. Yeah. So when it comes to... where do I start, to be honest? Here we go. Yeah, so I'm trying to think, where do I start? I think I made my opinion on gaming journalism a bit more prevalently obvious as I've streamed over the years. I think at first I was sort of more or less neutral. I never really talked about it, but with gaming journalism, now it... With gaming journalism sort of being the way it is right now, where it's more or less a series of tabloids and titles, I can't help but sort of just like be meh about it, you know? Not really impressed and all that. It's a combination factor that when I talk about gaming journalists, I don't mean like IGN, Game Informer, and all these like supposedly big head honcho like fucking, you know, publication centers and all that, but like actual legit but like also like actual legit, you know, people as well. Like I've more often than not you know, made fun of good old Luke Steffens and all that, and but yeah, I've made fun of, I know for a fact I've made fun of him. Now, no, I'm not taking it back nor apologizing. Why should I? Anyway, as I was pretty much going on, talking to the very least on a side tangent right now, give me a sec, because I gotta, like, right now, sort of... Alright, but yeah, as I've gone on to see journalism and gaming evolve, a part of me has just been more and more resenting it a bit more, as well as a whole gaming zeitgeist as a whole too. Because much like national news, all it is just downer shit. Like seriously, maybe it's because of my algorithm with YouTube, with the fact that I'm, you know, more often not looking around for like these sort of things. But at the same time, I can't help but like seeing a commonality in like not even just like in my own like YouTube feed and algorithm, but also my own, but like in some of the games I have as well. And shit, even some of the games I have reflect that notion too. Like for example, Ready or Not like had a whole controversy that carries on to this day in regards to the censorship of their game. But yeah, there's like, you got stuff like that, then you got like, And you got like all sorts of like what was it, personalities trying to interject, be all serious and all that jazz. It's just like, what the fuck is... Oh, it's just a right hot mess. Ooh, look at that. Hold on, let me see what the hell this... Presenting the map, highly detailed underground, and hammer. Huh. Okay. Yes, you see some of my add-ons are classified as NSFW. Shh. We don't talk about it right now, yeah? It's just me and you's dirty little secret, yeah? Alright, jokes aside. Yeah, sorry, right now I'm just looking for good maps to work with. Trying to think of like an actual scene in my head. What's the theme? What's the thing behind it, I guess? That's what I'm trying to think of. But yeah, when it comes to gaming journalism, I really don't really like it that much. I would go so far as to say that I have a strong disdain and loathing for it that is only superseded by the Outer Worlds, because every time like something new comes out or something that is just... I'm trying to find the best way to describe it. Alright, give me a sec to find the words in my mouth and mind, because it's gonna come off as like, well, we should excuse bad games sort of thing. But when it comes to like some games, you know, when it comes to some new releases that are coming out, both in media, both in games and the like, I think specifically ever since Concord, where every fucking news outlet, every news outlet under the sun was just giving Concord the biggest fellatio ever you would possibly ever hear, seen, and read. Because they would all try and, like, what's the best way to describe it? Play defense for the game, even though it was a Sony product that spent, like, an ungodly amount of money. And that trend of trying to, like, vanguard and protect, like, all these, like, bad games has sort of marked and marred and sort of stained gaming journalism as a whole. That said, I would argue predating even Concord, I would say even predating before Concord, gaming journalism took a sharp decline ever since the sensationalism of 2010s, I'd reckon, when YouTube personalities started rising to prominence and becoming the centralist hub, the quote-unquote community pulse of the gaming community and all that. These are the voices, these are the minds, these are the leaders and all that, when in actuality they're nothing more but just, what's the word for it? Tabloid journalists with sycophants and fans trying to suck up to them and trying to get in their good graces, trying to see if they could itch their way out there too. In some ways, that's not always the case, but it definitely does feel like a good chunk of it is kinda sort of that way. Good old Lucas Steffens is certainly the prime proprietor of this sort of dogma, I'd reckon. I would like to point out Jim Sterling before their transition, as well as their shift in style and the like, is also indicative of this as well. There's a few more. Young, yeah. Let me think who else. I don't want to just point out people I don't like, but also I would like to say like Matty Plays to some extent. Maybe Juicehead. Kind of Juicehead, actually. I don't know. There's always like, it's hard to really describe, really. Maybe it's because I'm not in the in and know, man. You know, I don't got them connections, them deets and all that, you know? I don't got all these, you know, finer tuned and these refined palates and all that jazz. But at the same time, it's like, can't help but just be like, scoff a little bit. Matty Plays has had a bit of a sort of nihilistic streak a bit, although I hazard to call it an actual nihilistic streak, more or less like a downer, doomer sort of thing. I think it's just because with gaming as a whole, and specifically from Bethesda as well, because he is a guy that, much like myself, is a fan of Bethesda, has sort of been tired of getting like kicked in the teeth, left in the wayside, sort of not being heard sort of thing. He's sort of in that mood in that sense, and, you know, I don't blame him. Comes with a price, that type of love. Yeah, it comes with a price, that sort of love, you know? And so sometimes you're heard and you love it, sometimes you're not, and, well, yeah, you're just silent. Again. Boy. I'm not sure about Juicehead. I remember early in the Fallout 4 life cycle, he definitely was a prominent figure, but I think now he's sort of just like become gaming journalist as well. To which, you know, I haven't watched any of Juicehead's newest stuff, but I'm sure he's probably significantly better and more reliable than good old Lucas boy. Even if I don't like his candor of speech. And when I say that, I remember distinctly his candor of speech was like, and this is me going off of my memories of like the early Fallout 4 days, and even into Starfield's life cycle and Cyberpunk 2077's life cycle too, where he had like this like YouTube lick speech, if you know what I mean. You know how like in some, you know how like how in some like YouTube videos, like that are meant for like a younger audience or just like a general audience, they always have like this like weird speech where it's just like let me see if I can try and emulate it, because I'm more used to speaking more bluntly. Welcome back, my audience. Today we're going to be talking about the number 5. Oh boy. My favorite number is 45. Because 6-7 can suck my dick. But yeah, it was like something along that like speech. Maybe it's not entirely accurate, but it's definitely the closest in my mind that I could probably emulate a bit. Sorry, right now I'm like legit trying to find a good scene as a backdrop to use. This is nice. Although it's a bit barren, and along with that, yeah. Let me see, is there anything... I don't think there's anything I could find for... Well, maybe there's like a few I could find for exterior, although... Now I'm trying to piece together like a few other stuff now. Because this map definitely has a certain aesthetic to it, but I'm not sure I have the resources and models to match it in some way. Anyway, back on topic for me, at least a little bit. I'm not sure I might use this map. This is on the maybe, if I'm being honest. But yeah, every time I want to look into like a popular game, there's always like some sort of sensationalism behind it. Move away from the big boys and onto the smaller people. For the most part, I have actually watched like smaller YouTubers as well, to which I fear the same tabloid journalism escapades has unfortunately bleeded over to smaller YouTubers trying to capitalize on like legit like outrage and all that jazz. And when I say outrage and all that jazz, I'm referring to like more recently I heard that Crimson Desert recently just applied Denuvo DRM into their game, and I know for a fact that people are going to be all up in arms and say, down with Denuvo, take out Denuvo, no Denuvo, we don't want DRMs and all that jazz, right? So that is undoubtedly going to boil over when Crimson Desert launch. Steam forums are just going to be jam-packed with like, Denuvo DRM, refunded and all that jazz. This is going to be filled with all that, but they're not. 9 times out of 10, I'm willing to bet they're probably not going to fucking bother. Mostly because the people that likely post on the forums have likely not purchased the games, if I could probably say that. Give me a second, I'm really looking through the maps right now. Jeez. How do I have these nice looking maps and I can't think of a good scene? Let's try searching around a few more. But yeah, so yeah, Crimson Desert currently's got that, and people are trying to get up in arms and uppity about it, but honestly, I don't think it's gonna work. The few people that will likely take action and listen are probably just gonna be like, they're gonna bitch, they're gonna moan, they're gonna complain, but by the end of the day, it's just gonna be like, well, oh well. Because what are you gonna do? Not play the game that's most anticipated in your personal interests? You know? It's like, what the fuck? You're gonna tell me you're gonna give up this opportunity to play a game that you know that you're likely gonna like in your heart of hearts over the fact that there's gonna be a blemish on it? I mean, not every game is perfect. Some games want to take measures to ensure that they have some safety. And I know if I'm gonna play a wager right now, I'm willing to wager this, that Pearl Abyss likely knows that Denuvo is not going to work as like a long-term solution, but they're hoping for the short term that it is going to, at the very least, safeguard them for like maybe the first 10, 12 hours tops, because, well, they want to actually get their money's worth and all that. And why shouldn't they? Every game deserves to have a chance at earning a small bit of profit before the pirates start coming in and taking everything. What's the saying that goes... what's the saying that is commonly said? If it's not stealing, it's not piracy or something like that? Something along those lines, I think. Ooh, this is a definitely nice map. I think this is a TF2 map, I think. Yeah, this is definitely for a different type of aesthetic, but I'll keep this one in mind. Let's try Blood Engine. Let's do a War Sim picture, shall we? Alright, so yeah, this was saying, yeah, it's likely that Pearl Abyss knows that it's not going to last for like long term. They're just likely hoping that within the first few hours, at the very least, they'll have a safeguard against it. To which that is more likely the case that they're going to probably maybe remove Denuvo later on in the game's life cycle, assuming Crimson Desert is successful. To which, having played Black Desert Online, it is likely going to be successful, assuming they pull it off correctly. I mean, people were skeptical when Stellar Blade was announced, because you want to know what fucking Stellar Blade's developer Shift Up was known for? Gacha games. So, you know. Speaking of games, actually, I didn't want to bring this up during Nights Within, but I was actually thinking about Ex Voto 1348. So if you don't know what that game is, it's a game that is about a Italian lady knight going out to save her lovely friend to go out and do all sorts of stuff. Alright, look, I'm just gonna fucking lay it bare and just straight out. So, Ex Voto 1348 is a game about a lesbian knight trying to save her lesbian lover who goes across the Italian countryside taking on 2 guys at a time. I legit don't know how to describe Ex Voto because I actually watched like story, reviews, gameplay, and I legitimately cannot and could not tell you how the fucking game is really meant to be played and told, you know? Like, seriously, I have no idea how to explain it aside from just like. But yeah, I have no idea how to explain it aside from the fact that it's just like. Aside from the fact that it's just like the most scuffed looking game ever. And when I say scuffed, I don't mean like, oh, it's a little janky, you know, it could be fixed up. No, it's like, imagine trying to play an action game and the rhythm the rhythm and flow you're trying to like commit to just does not exist. And every time you try and attack an enemy, they're blocking it. And then anytime you try to hit back, they're blocking it. It's really hard to really describe Ex Voto because it's a game that's trying to be cinematic, and much like Ninja Gaiden 3 before Razor's Edge, it's a game that effectively plays itself. It has nothing that's like substantial, and it's just like, you know, existing and all that. Hmm. I'm trying to think right now. Trying to think. What do I want to do? Because right now I'm throwing shit at the wall right now. Let me take a look at my resources. What do I have in my repository? Other than adult models. Shh. It's only a secret between you and me, yeah? Let's see here, though. Not much I could really think off the top of my head. Man, it's been a while. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's also not good. Oof. Alright, shit. Something's up with my stuff right now. Let me... Yeah, okay. Figured as much. While I'm at it, may as well take a look at a few other stuff real quick. Oh boy. Give me a sec right now. I want to dick around with this a little bit. Alright, but yeah. Yeah, so when it comes to the more recent stuff, Ex Voto has been just like sort of lambasted a bit. Due in part to the fact that, well, it was a pretty shit game. No hyperbole spared. It was genuinely just like an actual bad game. Like from the fundamental design that it had, and from what I was able to actually put together and see myself, it legit just did not work. Like outright, did not work on a fundamental design level. It really just did not work. I mean, there was like some interesting elements with the story, if I were to be honest, but even then, when you attach like everything else all together, Jennifer English's friggin' whole performance, it is not going to save. Yeah, it was not going to save her, or it's not going to save the game, I should say. Sorry. So give me a sec. What's this? Alright. But yeah, it was... I'm genuinely trying to find the words to describe, like... You know, I'm just gonna... I don't think I could do the full-on... Give me a sec. You know what, fuck it. I'm not gonna try and mince words. I'm just gonna say outright everything that I can piece together outright. So the whole reason why Ex Voto 1348 was so known and regarded in any fundamental way was due to the fact that it lambasted another game called Knight's Path, a low fantasy game, in which when Knight's Path tried to say that they didn't want to involve themselves in agendas and all that jazz, Ex Voto decided to say, hey, you know, if you want, any of that, we got in our game, and, why don't you give us a wish list? And then afterwards, they just went on this whole thing where they tried to outdo Knight's Path, to which, unfortunately, they were, much to the chagrin of themselves, undoubtedly, they released in like a short time, and then afterward, give me a sec, I'm just right now. Alright. So they tried to take down Knight's Path in a in a bit of like saying like in a bit of like trying to prove themselves to be the better game because they had like the main character be a lesbian as well as their whole story revolving around that plot point. But the story didn't really say it, and along with that, it was just kind of like meandering, and it just didn't really existed, you know? The best way to describe the story from what I was able to just witness from raw gameplay alone is that it had like no like diegetic environmental storytelling or even anything like that. It just tried to rely on like subtext and subtext alone. And that's really the best way to put it. It just tried to do like it tried to tell a meaningful story with like no story whatsoever if gameplay and cinematics were anything to go by. And the cinematics, they were also like sort of like laughed at as well, given like how horrifying like some facial animations were, to which, you know, it's an indie game and all that. People are willing to give them slack over it. But that slack extends only so far when you have like the equivalent of Mass Effect Andromeda's like facial animations with like wide mouth, blank stares, lights are on but nobody's home looks more often than not. You had like repetitive combat with like 3 enemies repeating, and you only ever took them on like 2 at a time, like I said. The game is like mostly walking point to point. No, I think I got an idea. Actually, give me a sec. My coloring is just so fucked right now. There we go. Alright, but yeah. What was I talking about? Oh, yes. So yeah, all the stuff that was pretty much touted off and promoted in the game, it was there technically, but it wasn't well executed and it was just kind of dog shit. I think when they tried to, you know, promote the game and like say and like showcase they had Jennifer English, I'm more than willing to bet that Jennifer likely believed in the game. However, I think she also, you know, might have also not have realized the full extent. Was like, wow, this game is just like really, you know. She probably put her earnest performance in the game in some way. This is me assuming, by the way, because when I saw the ending of Ex Voto, I just laughed. Just because of how bad it was, in a way, you know? And when I say that, I am actually saying how bad it is. Give me a sec, because I want to try and... Yeah, give me a sec. I'm trying to piece together, like, what am I looking at right now? What am I doing with this Destiny 1 Titan? Give me a second. The gears in my head are turning right now, and I want to try and get a photo out if I can help it. Where's the minigun, actually? I know I have a minigun somewhere. There it is. Gatling gun. Oh, it's the C effect. I need the W model. The world model, effectively. Where is it? It's probably under... I swear to God, if it's under fucking rifle, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Probably is under, like... Let me see, actually. What was the EQ minigun? Alright. So it's probably under EQ. There it is. Oh, it's LMG. Yep. Think apart. You got this big ol' fucking unit of a bastard here. What is going through your head right now? If at all. Damn it, I don't think I got a lever action, do I? Let me check. Damn it, all I got is just modern shotties, and that's it. So much for trying to make a marathon type thing. Actually, I could probably still get away with it. Let me try this. Because I think I could... I think I have tracers. Let me check. I think I probably have something better than the prop, though. Let me see. Because I have particle and effects. There we go. Don't got time to bleed. Interesting. Okay. Hmm. 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 Do I have a better Juggernaut model? Is what I'm thinking right now. Like something I could actually use as like an actual force of nature looking fella. Actually, let me try something a bit more different, shall I? I think I've made... Let me see. Where's my screenshots? Because I've made a few screenshots that are more loud and obvious. Let's see if we can make something a bit more inverted at that point. Let me try something else in approach. This map supports it, I think. Model's not that great, but that's because this guy's a cut concept model. Still, for what I have, not too shabby, I think. Alright. Let's just find somewhere nice enough to... Actually, this place might just work fine. But still... Yeah, why not? I'm trying to think if I got some, like, generic... It's got some generic enough model I could use. Too specific. I think he's got some, like, Black Ops... Let me check. Yeah, why not? Actually, that might work to my advantage a little bit. Hold on, let me see if I can... Model's stiff, but it can work. Secret police is here. This guy's from Mirror's Edge, so... I know I actually looked up this character model specifically, and because I'm trying to remember specifics, this model is a cut model from actual Mirror's Edge Catalyst. I think it was meant for a cut enemy as well as a cut faction, although I don't know to what extent. So some of the stuff on this character is legit low res. And that's just because the model never got past, like, I think a certain phase, and I think this might be a fan-made model. Russian Badger used it in his turnabout for a good while. Then yeah. So finishing up on Ex Voto, yeah. Whole game pretty much fell sideways when it came to that, and I'm trying to think. I'm trying to find a good way to connect back to my previous points, because I want to say I don't want to really say it's a victim, so to speak, but rather it is sort of the cycle of, like, instead of games being developed for the sake of like legit art, interactivity, gameplay, and all that, instead it's a series of just, like, trying to make themselves seem better. That's really the best way I could describe it. Let me see if I get the full set of tools. Actually, let me double check some stuff as well. I'm curious now. But yeah, it is sort of reflective and indicative of just how gaming has changed in terms of like development and actual reception to it. Because instead of like having like hopeful optimism that that new games are going to be more interesting, fun to play, and all that, instead now it's like sort of like, ooh, what the hell? Ah, I see. Okay. Yeah, I was hoping for a higher improved model, but this is fine. Son of a bitch. Much like drawing fingers, trying to pose them is also insufferable pain. How does it look? Ugh, of course. Of course, in some instances, the fingers are always reverted, or inverted in other instances. Alright. Let's try something different. Oh man, what was it? Shit, we're over time a bit. Hell with it. Might try and just bullshit well, actually, it's been a while since I last tried something like that. A while, hasn't it? See if we could try and make a false game picture of sorts. Let me think. And for the uninitiated, what I'm talking about, pretty much, effectively, I'm just gonna make a game that's like seemingly like the most bullshit thing possible, and just go off of that, pretty much. Let me see. See, where is it? Where are they? I need rebels. Jeez. Alright, give me a sec. I've gotta... Alright. Well, let's join the war, shall we? Lights, cameras... Well, some semblance of action, I guess. Let's see here... Actually, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. How can I make this the most, like, generic friggin' thing ever right now? It looks like the Combiner got themselves a bit in a corner. Give me a sec. Let's turn the tides in the Combine's favor a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Now we got fucking chaos going on. Let me see if I can decrease my FOV as well, because I gotta... Give me a sec. This is cinema, baby. You know what, let's just scrap the idea altogether. I really gotta sort... It's been too long since I last done one of these in the first place. And I gotta go through some of my old actual stuff. Maybe in my off time I'll actually make some. But for now, I'm gonna call the plug off of it, so to speak. So, yeah, no. I guess final, like, 10-minute thoughts and all that right now. So, when it comes, Night Auto fail, blah, 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 yeah, alright. There's one thing I was also, something that also picked up on me, it was like, when Resident Evil Requiem came out, actually, it was like, people were like, all lusting over Leon, it's just like, why? I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a handsome fella, but why? You know? I'm just trying to piece that together off the top of my head, because, you know, people, I remember it was like a lot of, what was it? A lot of, controversy is certainly a word for it. Sure, let's go with that. Controversy, talks, and all that about how, when it comes to Leon, that people are like thirsting over him. And I will admit this outright, I don't get it, so to speak. Because like I said, he's a handsome fella, but I don't know if he's also a game character too. I mean, if it's an instance of like, oh yeah, video game crush and all that, okay, sure, have at it. But at the same time, it's also like, why are we lusting over a fictitious character? Why are we splitting hairs over the fact that, why are we splitting hairs over the fact that modders have added like mods to Grace, but it's okay for Leon to be shirtless? It's like, why? That's what I'm trying to piece together, to be honest. That's what I'm trying to piece together, to be honest. Just like, why is this a topic and issue we're talking about? I guess it's because, among other things, it's the topic of the double standard and all that, with the fact that, give me a sec, I'm like literally like looking through like a bunch of models right now for Gary's mod. But I guess it's, yeah, like I said, it's a matter of the double standard that it's like, oh, it's okay for me, but not for thee, and all that jazz, Where it's like, oh, it's okay for me to, have the shirtless Leon mod, but you can't have the same for Grace, Claire, or Ada. It's like, why the fuck not? How's that fair to me? It's not. Well, then fuck you. That's really all I could say on that one as well. There's also, oh man, I want to say more, but right now my actual mental fatigue is kicking in, and my physical fatigue as well, because I really didn't get that much sleep in the first place. So I'll probably pick this up tomorrow again and exposit and extrapolate further my meanings and pondries and quandaries and all that jazz. But yeah, no, I'll just say this at the very least as a sort of cap off for now. I do not understand why is it that there's like so much of this, and this going on, and why there's also that, and that as a counterpoint as well. And what does that mean? Well, simple. Insert topic in regards to a wider appeal and all that. Okay, now I know for a fact I am fucking literally out of my goddamn mind right now, because I legit cannot describe how I feel without going into a louder voice, to which it is currently late, and I don't want to do that. So, I'm just going to end things off here. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the stream if you want to see more. I'll see you next one, hopefully being tomorrow or Wednesday, either or. And yeah, till then, take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon.